And we got bananas in chat from Jimmy, I Love Cats, Spangleboo, Shizuku3158, Sweeney Dunstan, Zvinx, Mr. Cheeks, was it? Jeez, it went right off the screen. There's so many bananas, they're rolling off the screen, peeps. They're rolling off the screen. And remember, if you're around Saturday morning, 10 AM, is the Hermitcraft live stream day. I'm looking forward to it. I hope all of you are looking forward to it. TarQ says, and we got bananas in chat. And that's what I said, we got bananas in chat. Apparently we got gunpowder in chest. I'm going to take some of this gunpowder. I said gunpowder. I meant cactus. Leave me alone, jeez. Welcome back to another live stream, everyone. I hope you're all looking forward to this live stream. I've had a very productive day. Been looking forward to doing this stream. We need to grab some materials and head somewhere. I need some sand. Empty. Oh. Right, let's go and put that in here. That's an empty one. Let's take a full one. And then we need some building materials. Decisions, my friend. Decisions need to be made. Stone bricks is probably what I'm going to end up going with. It's probably going to be stone bricks. I also need to do some smelting now to think about it and get some glass. We've got glass in here, but we're going to need more. Is there a different type of brick I could use? Trungle, says Young Gats. Trungle. Hashtag, I remember the Trungle. Maybe we could use some... I'm going to use some wood. Why not? Why not? We'll take all of this. We probably won't use all of it, but we'll take it anyway. Tapper says, I've been watching Hermitcraft on YouTube for 1 year. This is my first time watching him stream. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Thank you for sticking around and watching Hermitcraft. So, I need these things. I think I need something that's in my... Well, actually, the other thing that I need isn't really a problem. Got pretty much everything, I think. Yeah. Now that would have been a despawned shulker box, and that would have made me sad. Emma Lou Dee says the missing cocoa bean, though. I know, right? Where did it go? I planted all of them, and one of them disappeared. It's a mystery we'll never know the answer to. Dikide says, Assumer, any word on Optifine that you know of? None. I have nothing to do with Optifine. Nothing at all. Hashtag, I remember the triangle, says Glebo. The triangle? I remember the trungle. I don't know about this triangle. Ida Plays says, Assumer Void, hey Assumer, I have some trouble installing and running custom armor stands. Can you maybe help or make a vid about how to do it? Well, I don't know what the problem is specifically, but you don't have to install it, so that might be a part of the problem. You just have to put the data pack in your you know, data pack folder, and then it will be running. It will be doing its thing. D Kid S says, oh, I know, but I figured you know a lot of Minecraft people. Maybe you knew a release date. Well, I don't really. I just know the Hermits more than anything, and a few other people from way back when. I don't really know much people beyond that, I guess. Like, I know some of the Psycraft people, but it's not like I've got all the devs and all the modders in my pocket or something. You know, they're all out there doing their own thing. The furnaces are rolling. That's good to see. Up to the top we shall go. I'm having a lot of trouble in data pack stuff, says Shahar. Well, if you can tell me more specifics, I might be able to help. This is the place we're heading to, peeps. Graceful says, is that follower overlay new, or do I just never catch streams? It's new. I tweaked. So if you look at the bottom of the stream, there's now some tweaks, you know, all of that messaging stuff down there. I've tweaked some things here and there, you know. Just made some changes, that's all. Spangleboo says, here's M-Space Dev is screaming from inside X's pocket. Yes, but M-Dev Space, I don't think is the leader of or coder of some big Minecraft thing like Optifine, right? He's just my buddy who helps me out with data pack and command blocky stuff. In fact, I don't think most people are probably even aware of him. Right, so we need sand, we need this, we need glass. We're not even going to bother dyeing the glass, as I think it would be a pretty pointless exercise. Can anyone guess what we're going to do, by the way? Can anyone guess? Is anyone using their brain smarts? I've got sand, I've got glass, I've got wood, and I've got cactus. What on earth could we possibly be doing, ladies and gentlemen? It is a mystery. It is a mystery that will get solved very quickly. So, at this level we're standing on will be eventually, like, grass. And then there will be a building here. So when you go into the building, I feel like if there were to be any space, we should have a clearance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one more for aesthetics. So we're going to start building our farm on top of that. Cactus Farm, says Slow Striker. How on earth did you figure that out? Are you reading my mind? Are you some sort of psychic? Okay. I Love Cat says, guys, it's obviously a cat farm. Jeez, it's clearly a cat farm, okay? It's clearly a cat farm. Chuck that in here. So, we need to figure out what the middle is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. So I believe this is the middle. Right, so the middle is where... did I actually put this in? Oh! Huh, I didn't realise I did that. I put this thing in the very middle. I seem to remember not doing that, which is kind of strange. Definitely the middle. Double, triple check in. Definitely. 100%. Definitely the middle. So, one more block. That is the middle. Bam. We're going to need to install a ladder somewhere around here soon. It's a good thing I've got all this stuff organised right. And we've got some ladders right here. For now, we'll put them on here. How do I sub with Twitch Prime, says Asuma Fanaroni. You know what? I don't know the answer to that question, but there's probably a way. Mila Sway says, thanks for the info on MC Stacker. The last video was great. Thanks for letting me know. I recorded that, and then I started to think, do you know what? Sometimes I show this admin stuff, and people get a bit negative. I trimmed it down the best I could, and then I was really just expecting like a negative response to that. I really wanted to put it in my video though, you know. I wanted my video to be about that. So I was very pleased when I was reading my comments and realised that people were quite receptive to it, which was very nice. So good to hear that it was useful to you. MC Stacker is a wonderful tool. I support MC Stacker on Patreon. I really like the Patreon model. I'm a big supporter of this sort of, you know, chip in $5 for things that you care about. Because, yeah, $5 isn't a lot really for someone who spends a lot of time programming a really useful tool, but with a community of people chipping in, it makes a difference, you know. Aloni B says it's totally an iron golem farm. Killing them with cactus is not really not the original though. I don't think I've ever seen a iron golem farm that's killed them with cactus though, so it could be kind of original. Who knows? We got noises in the ear, by the way. Mr. Pemodder, Mr. P Modder, Mr. Pemodder has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for your Prime subscription. We have Mr. I Love Cats gifting a sub to Birdie for 13 months in a row. Cats, thank you so much for the continued support of other peeps in this community. Birdie, thank you for coming along and watching the streams. There is now a gifted sub leaderboard under the Twitch thing as well. Basically, Twitch emailed me with a load of adverts for extensions, so I spent a little bit of time installing some new stuff, so you may see things have changed and been shuffled. Landrin is here subscribing, tier 1. FTMP is also subscribing with the tier 1. And Backer the Hacker is Backer doing some hacking. I don't know what I was going to say. Subscribe with the Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much for the Prime subscription, man. It's appreciated. I hope you enjoy today's Liggity live stream. Josione54, not to be mistaken with Josione53, is here doing cheers and throwing bits at me. Say good morning. Good morning to you, sir. It is the early evening for me over here in the U of K. But I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Actually, it says, hey X, sliced my finger open in my sleep. What? Wondering if you ever done the same thing, as derpy as that. I've sliced my finger open cooking food, or preparing food, should I say, but not in my sleep. How does one do that in their sleep? That is a mysterious... I just remembered something. one time, many years ago, I woke up and I had a bunch of very mysterious scars across my back. But I think I know how I got them. Just a little strange story for you. They looked alien. That was what was so weird about them. But eventually I figured out what had happened. Just remembered that as like a little vivid flashback for me. Zero Fox says your cat mauled you in your sleep. Nope. Not quite. Oh jeez, I feel like I'm going to sneeze or some sort of sniffliness coming along. Asuma Fanaroni is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing, Asuma Fanaroni. Appreciate it. Conboy _ is here resubscribing for 27 months in a row. Craziness, Conboy. Thank you for your continued support, buddy. 27 months. That is a crazy amount of time, isn't it? I always wake up with bruises. I don't know where they come from, says YT the Any Gamer. If you always wake up with bruises, it might just be that you bruise easily because you move around in your sleep, right? Could just knock into something, you know, could be as simple as that. This tree needs to come down and I must talk in sync with the breaking of blocks. Yes, I agree. We will never do this again. Can you rename yourself in Twitch? Just wondering, says Jeb. I think you can. I think you can change your username. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't really ever change my username for stuff. Mac Fanatic says, X, I missed the last half of the stream. What did you decide on the custom bit badges? Oh yeah, it turns out you can do it, and I am in the process of trying to find someone to make some little bit badges. So when I was a kid, I played this game called Cannon Fodder. I've now got it on my computer. It's on goodoldgames.com, and I really want to do a stream where we play Cannon Fodder. I'm very aware though that it's a very difficult and tough game, so it may be like a short stream. Perhaps we do like an hour of Cannon Fodder and then an hour of Minecraft. But it's something that I'd like to do. So be on the lookout for that. I think for the month of October we might take a break from streaming Hermitcraft and do a sort of old school games month or something. Or maybe just like stream Hermitcraft on the weekends and do old school games on the other days. Something along those lines is what I'm thinking of. So yeah, anyway, Cannon Fodder might be one of those games. Now, in the game of Cannon Fodder, when your troops survive around or a level, they have like a little badge, and they're all based on the military. So they'll have that diagonal stripe that you see on the side of the uniform, and then it will go up to a double stripe, and then a triple. Then it goes up to a stripe with a curve underneath it, then a double, triple, and then one with a little star inside of it. And I always loved trying to get these, like trying to get them as the highest rank I could. And it kind of inspired me a little bit to have a system like that maybe for the cheers response, where you have. I just had a bit of a weird idea. We might. Actually, no, I'm not going to mess with the design of this. This works what I'm going to build, so I'm not going to let any crazy random ideas of how to do it differently get in the way. So yeah, we might have like a little badge system where like they upgrade. So we've got like, you know, the Asuma face with the blue, and then we have the Goldie face, and then we have the diamond face. So with the bit badges, we'll probably have like a little insignia, and then it like gets a little bit better, or the color changes each time, something like that. Spokey Dokie is here resubscribing tier 3 for 6 months in a row, saying 6 months, university has started again, so I couldn't catch that many streams. Well, that's absolutely fine. I hope that, you know, all goes well at university, and whenever you can make it, you're more than welcome to come hang out with us, Spokey Dokie. But, you know, university is important. I hope your studies go well. And thank you for the continued support. Joe number 54 is here gifting subs to random peeps within the community. Top Bob Top 1 QA2W 3 ED Shadow Fan 12345 Pixel Autumn Fire and the Zen Boy. If you just heard your name being read out, you now have a Prime subscription, not a Prime subscription, just a gifted one, thanks to Mr. Josione54. Also, Twitch are, because it's September, Twitch are letting you resubscribe for just $1. if you get a gifted sub given to you. They're trying to lure you in. They're trying to hook in those people. I think it's pretty clever because people who get gifted subs are way more likely, obviously, to not have the ability to sub because they're not one of the people that already sub. So I think they're trying to hook people in, you know. They're trying to get their claws into you, their twitchy claws, peeps. That's what they're trying to do. Josione, thank you so much for the continued support, buddy. I hope you continue to enjoy my butchering of words. JP Martins, number 3 is here, resubscribed for 2 months in a row of Amazon Prime. JP Martins, thank you so much for your resubscription. I hope you enjoy the stream today. Kid Rowe says, does the $1 resub work for targeted gifts or just random? I think just anyone who's gift, Kid Rowe. Are you suggesting that people might start to communicate gifting subs to each other in order to get... That might be a thing you can do. That you didn't hear about it here, peeps. You didn't hear about the gift exploit here. I don't want to get involved in these shenanigans. I don't want to get in trouble. Jeez. Let's fill these up. Fill these suckers up. Actually, how much glass do I need? Probably not more. Do you know what? I'll just do this anyway because you know, it's not like it's late in the season and I should be savvy with my resources. Oh no, long season ahead of us. I've got tons of plans. We're about to hit a little bit of a stride. I feel like where we get to do several really cool projects in a row in the next bunch of episodes. We're already in that stride because the last set of episodes have been really cool as well. And that's what I always want to do. I want like each of the episodes that are coming around to have something cool in them, you know, like a slice of something different from what you're expecting. By the way, I've got a cup of tea here. I think it's time to drink a little bit of tea. And RKO in chat says tea reminder. Thank you so much. Mine is cold. I need to make another one. Tea reminder right back at you, peep. Tea reminder to everyone. If you're nursing a tea, make sure you have a sip. Tuna Boy says, are you going to do Roller Coaster Tycoon? I really want to play that game again, and I think my desire to play that game again will probably not fade. So I've talked about this before. I'm in this like what I've come to realise. In fact, when I've talked about this before, I probably framed it a little bit differently from how I'm going to frame it right now. But I think just playing any old game on YouTube is kind of over as a thing that's a big deal. Like, I think people just play games on YouTube and it's an accepted thing now. So sustaining your channel, which bear in mind is like it's my livelihood, like sustaining that with just playing any old game doesn't really cut it anymore in this day and age. So you have to be special. You have to do something where you stand out from the crowd. And I'm very, very fortunate to be a part of this wonderful group called Hermitcraft, where there are a whole bunch of exceptional people playing this game in an exceptional way together. And I really enjoy it. So I get to do something, you know, really terrific here. But I know the reality is, if I go and do something like play Diablo 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon, some of these other games that I'm interested in, it's nothing like what's being done here with making these videos. And it's not going to grow the channel or sustain it. So in my mind, it's like, for that day in the future where, like, you know, hopefully it never comes, but, you know, Hermitcraft is no more or something, and the channel is, air quotes, dead, then that'll be my time for playing those sorts of games, you know? And I thought I would be there already. I thought for a while, you know, I thought 2018 ain't going to be like, you know, streaming to several hundred people and playing on Hermitcraft. It's all going to be over by then. But it's not. It keeps going. So, in my mind, you know, while this thing is still loved by lots of people and being enjoyed, there's no reason really to stop and do other games. So that's why you won't really see me doing other games. Now, this is the reason I like this change here, because when you're trying to place these things, it actually turns out to be pretty helpful. There's got to be a smoother way of doing this, and I think it involves not putting in the cactus. If I didn't put in the cactus first, that would be a better way of doing this, I think. Minecraft is dead, and Steam as well, says Busty. Someone's been reading my tweets, jeez. Minecraft has 74 million downloads, Fortnite has only 3 million downloads, says Binfu. I mean, that's that article that came out recently, right? I was very aware of how big the Minecraft player base was, because I I've kept up with, you know, news on Minecraft statistics. I think we talked about it on stream, how the Chinese player base has sort of entered the realm. But here's the thing, like, a lot of, like, what we experience, I say we live in an international community, but a lot of this sort of news and talk comes from a Western mindset a lot of the time. Let's just remember for a second, biggest sports on the planet are football. Yeah, that's right, European football, aka soccer, and ping pong. And you're probably thinking, what, ping pong? But you've got to remember that in China there's billions of people, and it's, you know, it's a culture that's in a way sort of separated from our cultural experience here in the West. So the thing with Minecraft is that in terms of the Western audience, it probably is a lot smaller than it has been in the past, but now there's a Chinese audience who are playing the game, and they have vast numbers. So you know, like, you'll come to see it, especially now that the as they call them, world superpowers or whatever. Now that all that stuff's changing, you'll start to see more things like movies and music from China and other countries start to take records for like yearly sales and things like that, because they have a massive market that's catching up with the rest of the world. Clive City says, if there's a game on some level of creativity involved, the YouTubers play the game can have unique play styles. That's why Minecraft YouTubers are superior, says Clive Kitty. I wouldn't use terminology like superior, but I agree with your point. This is the reason this content thrives in the way that it does, is because of the ability to be creative. So that is the first part of this farm. I've realised that mobs can sort of spawn up here, so I think we'll temporarily put torches on it. And we'll probably put torches down below as well. And where do I get my torches from? I have a box called... Nope, not ice. Lights. Kablamo! There we go, some torches. And I'll put them down here like I said I would. Peeps are saying use the turtle helmet. What? Why do I need to use the turtle helmet? We've got noises in the ear from I Love Cats doing a donation. Saying, hey X, I don't remember, are you 7 or 8 years old next week? I'm too lazy to check. Oh my goodness me, it's literally 5 days away. I actually now need to start thinking about making that video. I completely forgot. Cats, thank you for the reminder. I will make a note. It's 7 years, by the way. So we're going to do a live stream then on Tuesday. I think. Yeah, we'll do a live stream on the day. So I'm going to reshuffle my Hermitcraft videos, I guess, a little bit. Jeez, I was on a roll. I was doing one every other day, and I thought we'll try and keep that going, and now it's going to get pushed back a day. Nitro Strike says, you are a very organised person, aren't you? You've literally said that as I've discussed my schedule out loud. The timing couldn't be more perfect. I'm all into organisation. It's just the way that my mind works. I need things to be orderly in my world. That's what works for me. We're going to move this back a block. We are going to need, let's see. I think -1 is what I did before. So if I do that. Oh, I think I totally butchered that. Totally butchered it. So that's good. Now we need some cobble. Hey, there we are. Cats, thank you so much for the donation, man. Appreciate it. I've got a feeling my video isn't going to be the greatest thing, like my 7-year one. I'm still not entirely sure what I want to put into it, but it's not going to be like an out of this world type video. In fact, the ones that I've done before aren't ever really like that, but I always want to sort of aim high. Oops. Well, oh, you survived. You survived. Good for you. Turtle helmet, says Gunko Toon. Why do people keep saying turtle helmet? I'm so confused. Turtle helmet for a turtle. Oh! Oh, it's like a petition. It's like a petition. People are literally demanding that I wear a turtle helmet. I don't have one to hand, peeps. You know, but I agree. A turtle helmet for a turtle feels like a good idea. There we go. Trungle in the jungle, says Psycho Sio. Trungle in the jungle. Trungle in the jungle indeed. Jeez, you were too harsh on yourself, says Spangle. What did I say that was harsh on myself? Oh, I'm now confused. I should not be placing these off of the glass panes. That is a bad way to place them. Mac Fanatics says, gotta head out now. We'll catch you on the second channel. You know, as you were saying that, all I could think in my head was catch you on the flippity flip. And I don't think I've heard that in ages, but it's all I could hear in my head. Catch you on the flippity flip. Oh, the old flippity flip. Craft a turtle helmet, says Adam. Do I have the bits for a turtle helmet down there? I'm not sure that I did. Also, let's think about what's going on here. I do need these components. That one and sand. I got no sand. We're out of sand, peeps. Wasn't there like a zombie butt following me around? Zombie butt, get out of here, you scamp. You are going to get whacked. Right in your face. Okay. Now, I think what we'll do is swap that for that. And then we've got an extra slot to work with. Flippity flip X, says Randy Nicole. Flippity flip. What did I say? Catch you on the flippity flip? I don't know what I said now. Did I not say flippity flip? Roman Empire II says, you scam. I scam, apparently. I scam. Spangleboo says, I can't remember, you said something about your videos not being great after the important things. Oh, right. No, I was saying, like, what I meant was it wouldn't be up to the standard that I want it to be. Like, you got to realise, when I make videos, I put a standard. Like, there's this bar that I've got to reach, right? It's like a feeling. You're watching the video, you're editing, you're playing, recording, and you get this feeling about it. And if it don't live up to a certain standard, I don't like it. That ain't being hard on myself. That is what I am. Like, if I didn't do that, you might not be watching the videos. Like, because you know that's what I aim for with my videos. So what I'm saying is, with this video in particular, yeah, I'm going to do like a 7-year video just to kind of inform and let people talk about it, perhaps. But it's not. I don't really have anything that's like, you know, blow you out of this world. Whoa, that's so crazy after you watch the video. It's more going to be like an intrigue thing. It's going to be like, oh, cool, like, you know, bunch of interesting information, but nothing spectacular. So what I guess I'm inferring is that it straddles closer to the line of, this ain't so great. Like, I don't think it's going to be anything like a Hermitcraft episode, you know. It's going to be a little tidbit video, but hey, it is what it is. Prowl says, for someone who wants to start YouTube, what recording and editing software would you suggest? OBS, because it's free for recording, and I'd recommend Windows Live Movie Maker for editing, because it's free, and it is very simple to use and understand. And you can pretty much do, you know, all the basics for making a Minecraft Let's Play with it. That's one thing I've noticed with... Oh, didn't I say I wasn't going to put those in first? Well, we'll have to remember that for the next floor. Is like, a lot of the time it's like, oh, you know, get this crazy super duper expensive fancy software because you can do loads of cool stuff in editing. Do you know what I do for 90%, 99% of my videos is just recorded clip in a timeline. That's it. You know, nothing fancy. Very basic is all you need to assemble clips together for something like a Minecraft Let's Play. Keep nudging into those cactus, don't I? Kid Rose says, damn it, all these years I thought you were a grown-up man, and now you're telling us you just turned 7. Jeez. My channel just turned 7. Ah, okay. Just tuned in. Why the cactus farm? Die, says Emmy Rose. Ah, it is actually not for die. I'm glad you asked. I will keep your old thinking. Why is Asuma making a cactus farm that's not for die? That'll be answered in a future episode of Hermitcraft. And some of you smarty pantses out there might have already sussed it out, but I doubt it. Actually, it's a pretty different idea that I've got. It's all thanks to 1.13. You can start wearing your big boy pants now, says Spangle. Thanks, Thanks, Mum. Jeez. Let's go and put that one in and that one in, because they come close to the middle here. They're kind of easy to forget about. Ugh. This is some old myth-busting technology right here. I can't remember if the cobblestone walls were better. They'd certainly be easier to place, but putting this framework around the farm is the way to go in terms of efficiency. However, it might be more efficient for the time that I put in just to build this whole thing higher. But I'm not here to figure out that. I'm just here to build the farm. Okay, that's good. Ow, that's not good. Not good at all. So we've got a noise in the ear from Cyanotic927, who is subscribing with Amazon Prime. Cyanotic, thank you so much for your Amazon Prime subscription. To all the peeps that didn't know, you can use Amazon Prime to subscribe to someone here on Twitch. It's a brilliant advertising ploy for Amazon Prime, I guess. Also, we have a Discord server, discord.gg/Asuma. You're invited to join it and hang out with like-minded people in our Discord community server. Discord.gg/Asuma. Bam, I'm getting good at these adverts, aren't I? You know. Oh, that's some delicious tea. BuzzD says 299 was a masterpiece. Well, episode 299 will go down in history as one of the greatest Hermitcraft videos of all time. There is no doubting it. It is sealed in stone. It is truth. Truth by law. Not that truth by law is a thing. It's just something I made up. Right, so this time we don't want to do something. What do we not want to do? I've forgotten already. Jeez, professional. There was something we don't want to do. Oh yeah, it's place the glass. Yeah, we've got to place the glass before we place the cactus. That's what we've got to do. There we go. What happened in episode 299, says Lonely Cave Spider. I could never express the joy you'll get from watching episode 299. The greatest moment in Hermitcraft history. Professional Minecrafters doing the only thing that professional Minecrafters could do. That will always be, I think, my favourite Hermitcraft memory / episode. 299. Nothing like that will ever happen again in Minecraft history. You know? The game's come too far now. I miss your guitar videos, says Tuna Boy. Yeah, speaking of guitar, I've really just, I think I've exhausted all of my patience now. I get really demotivated now when I try and play, because I've just lost like so much stamina and strength, and it means that I have to kind of play a lot of the songs that I don't enjoy as much, and I really just feel like put a lid on it for now. Let it go. It feels better just to get on with something else and not worry about it than it does to get played and get play and get annoyed. So I feel like I should just leave it until, you know, something changes and maybe I've got the time to give it a go again. I mean, I love it. It was fun. I still want to play guitar often, but right now every time I play, I try and get back up to where I was, and it's just difficult and I don't enjoy it, which is a bit of a problem, I guess. If you give up, you'll never finish the task. You can't prepare to climb a mountain, then not take the first steps, says Binfu. I mean, I appreciate the wisdom you're trying to bestow there, but that's not really the situation. I've given it a go. Like, I've really gotten far with it. I pushed myself far, and enjoyed it. You know, like, had a great time with the skill, but the skill of playing requires so much maintenance and time, and it's exhausting. And yeah, once I hit that hump where I was starting to not be able to progress as much, I made it really difficult, and the only path I could see forward was putting in more time than I had, and I just kinda, you know, it didn't seem right. Songbird T says if it's not bringing you joy X, then it's good to set it aside for a while. It is definitely good to set it aside for a while. Darth Ninja says, sadly the old adage is true, if you don't use it, you lose it. Yeah, that's kind of true. It certainly is in this case. But I kind of, in the back of my mind, it's like, you know, maybe one day I'll have the time to give it another stab, and who knows, maybe I'll have more time to get further with it, but it's been a bit frustrating. The other thing is, I talked about this like just a moment ago, about expecting to have, like, for the YouTube thing to be over. I keep expecting for this whole Twitch YouTube thing to kind of, like, you know, run its course, and yet, you know, year after year we're still here doing this, which is amazing. But I expect it to run its course, so part of playing guitar was kind of expecting to have more time to make music again. And whenever I get to that stage, that's when I'll definitely be taking guitar seriously, because I'll need to start recording it at some point. So, yeah, it's just a bit of a bummer, but not the worst thing, you know. So, just don't give up. Take Philip Piet as an example. He spent 6 years dedicating to 45 minutes in 1974. He hung a wire between two corners at the World Trade Center. I know that guy, and I've seen the movies and watched documentaries about him. Yeah, I mean, like, bin food, like, what you're describing is someone with a very passionate drive to do something specific. Like, I don't have a very passionate drive to keep doing what I was doing. As much as I love guitar and I love music, playing it day in, day out was a lot of fun. And then I got to a point where I wasn't, like, learning as many new songs. I sort of hit a bit of like a, I don't know what you'd call it really, like a wall, skill limit, and I don't have some sort of burning desire to, no matter what, invest crazy amounts of hours into being able to play, you know, a bit better. It just doesn't work like that for me. It's going to be tricky to get in there and place the cactus now. There's pluses and minuses for this, isn't there? Pluses and minuses. I mean, like, you can put together these sentimental messages of never give up, keep trying, you'll get there in the end. And all of that's great, and I'm totally on board with that. But there are times when, like, it's just not that simple. It's just not that idealistic, right? It's not that idealistic is the word, really. The reality is, I will get worn out if I just play over and over again, and the kind of balance of, like, learning new stuff and being excited by it kind of fell out of favour. I'm actually going to play guitar after this stream as it goes. I'm just in the mood for it today. But I've noticed how, you know, now I play every, like, once or twice a week as opposed to every day. And I don't play for as long. So I'm just going to play for fun, you know, and just when I feel like playing some of those songs that I know, I'm going to pick up and play them and have fun. But unfortunately, the amount of songs I can play has sort of diminished a little bit. Oh, Peeps are saying I forgot the water. Thanks for the reminder. Let's go take care of that. I should probably start setting up a collection system. Maybe there might be something to collect already. Camo J says, okay, what about this? Give up, don't play, don't get better. Reverse psychology for the win. Well, I don't want to give up fully. I still... Oh my god! Like what? How? Oh my... don't even say that word. Don't even say that word. Oh my god. Are you serious? Don't even say that word. Oh. Oh, good god. Can't a guy get a break? I was just thinking we'll probably do one more layer and call it that. And now, what? I thought I did all of this very carefully. I think... Oh, I don't even know what went wrong there. I don't even know. I remember putting in those we put in those cobblestone blocks above this and then we built the middle around it. How on earth is that off by 1? Oh, that's just... Oh, that's just unbelievably irritating. I want to... Why did I load up this other world? I wanted to go check something. Oh yeah, if I could leave it off by 1. I think I don't really care if it's off by 1. Let me just go check something in another world. I think I can actually leave it off by 1 and it's not. Yeah, I can leave it off by 1. Fair enough. Fair enough, isn't totally not worth rebuilding. I don't care for that OCD stuff anymore. That is just... I took all the precautions to make sure it was in the middle, you know? Like, it wasn't like I just sort of forgot to go and check it was in the middle. We sort of, that was the first thing that we did. Oh, here's the middle. Let's get a block in the middle. Let's start building around the middle. And then it's like, but no, it's not the middle. Jeez. Who knows? Let's get 3 of those. Make a hopper. Make a hibbity hopper. And we'll have boop. Dee-doop. Dee-diddly doop doop doop. And there you go. 0 cactus so far. Can't believe it. Move the middle to the side by 1, says Junior Boy. I'm not going to move anything. I was just going to leave it there. I don't care. You know, the old me would have rebuilt that. But the new me has said, just ain't worth your time. Just ain't worth your time. It's now a secret that only you and I know about. When you're watching those Hermitcraft episodes, I'm like, oh look, I built a cactus farm. You'll be like, ah, but it's off by 1 block. And then you'll probably comment about it on YouTube. Oh, you sneaky little commenters. What farm is this, says Zakai Kuru. Oh, it's a tree farm. No, sorry, it's a cactus farm. And we were going to put in water on the floor below, weren't we? That's the whole reason we kind of learned that it wasn't in the middle. Jeez. A secret between X and all 1,000 of us, says Birdie. That's right. All 1,000 of you can keep a secret. I know it. It's true. I believe in y'all. I thought getting to the next level would be easy. How did that appear to be above us for a second? Very strange. Server has been horrendously laggy today. At least you gave us a giggle, says Spangle Boo. I like your attitude, Spangle, you know. It may have been off by 1 block, but it brought some people some joy. At my expense, might I remind you. At the expense of my sanity, please, thank you. X is starting to sound like Bob Ross. He's keeping secrets. As the thing is taken. Oh yeah, Bob Ross used to. That's our little secret. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you were saying. Hey X, what universe are you in? Says Sonic Wins. I'm in the other one. Yeah, that one. Am I massively behind on noises in the ear? I am. I Live Cats has gifted a sub to Sveniki. I almost butchered your name, but I think I got it right. Sveniki, glad to have you here. I'm sorry the UHC didn't work out, buddy. Unfortunately, it is what it is sometimes. But, well, I do have some plans to try and get that to work, but I'll talk to you about that sometime. Wolf Flazuli and Lil Dead Santa. It's Lil Dead Santa. Just being dead, just being Santa. Just being Lil as well. And Uwe75654, all subscriber of the Amazon Prime. Thank you for using the Prime subscription on me. Cats, thank you for gifting a sub to Samvinki. Cats is also over donation saying, it's alright, sometimes that happens. Like you get burnt out of Minecraft or anything else. I'm sure you'll get back to it eventually when you have more time on your hands. You still love music, you just need to do what's best for you. Absolutely right, Cats. And as I was reading your message, you reminded me that today I know where my inspiration for wanting to play guitar later came from, and I'm glad you reminded me because I got a plan. I'm gonna bust out the 8-string and play some Meshuggah again. I changed my 8-string tuning to drop E, and I haven't played the Meshuggah tuning in ages, so I haven't played those songs in ages, and I was like, oh man. And today I was listening to Meshuggah, and Meshuggah are the one band that like continuously, for as long as time goes by, every 2 to 4 weeks, I have this moment where I got to put on the Meshuggah, and my mind goes into a place of absolute maddening bliss when I listen to their music. It is utterly wonderful what they do with sound. I cannot describe it. I can describe it really well, actually. I just love it. It is just like the most brutally, like, obnoxious, blunt force exploitation of groove. You know, complete exploitation. And man, it is like I can't dance, right? It almost sounds like the most danceable music ever. It's just so riddled with intricacies of groove and like elastic dynamics of rhythm. I absolutely love it. It's so tribal. It's so primitive and raw, and like it's just absolutely genius. It's just genius. You know, it's just genius music. Dalton says, I saw them live in summer and I was deaf for 36 hours. That might have happened. You know, laws have changed. Concerts and festivals used to be incredibly loud, and then, I don't know when it happened, but at some point in time they introduced laws to lower the volumes down, so now they're not as deafening as they used to be. Try playing Bleed on drums, though. R.I.P. says Morgan Morgan. Yep, I mean, I can't even begin to play it on guitar, let alone on drums. You need to be a machine. Their drummer is a machine. I mean, he's playing 2 rhythms most of the time at once, basically. Playing 2 different rhythms. Space Butter says, what band is he talking about? I'm talking about a band called Meshuggah, M-E-S-H-U-G-G-A-H. They were like, I was thinking about, they were like one of the first extreme metal bands I heard when I was first getting into music. There was this video essay I watched just the other day by Adam Neely about like how you bond with music at a young age, and man, he gets all of these concepts spot on. I knew a lot of it already, but it's a really great video essay if you fancy a listen. And it was around that sort of time, that sort of age to me, that I discovered like extreme metal. And Meshuggah are actually like one of the very first bands that I listened to, and they are like one of the most extreme and strangest. But I was just so open to it. I was just like, this is really weird. I want to listen to it, and then it started to make sense. Just watch that as well, says Family Craft Dad. It's a good one, isn't it? It's a good one. It's essentially about like how your taste forms, how you bond with music at a particular time, and he also frames it in the like perspective of how people have moaned about music. Oh, this type of music's trash. It's ruining a generation. That kind of nonsense, and sort of shows you how, if you go backwards in history, pretty much every wave of music, including stuff today, you might not even come to your mind, like jazz or the Beatles. Has undergone some sort of criticism at some point, calling it the worst thing to happen to music. And it's because of how people form very strong bonds with the music they first hear and then tend to reject other types of music later on. I became aware of that in myself at around the time that I was going to festivals, and I made like a conscious decision that I'm not going to get sucked into hating on music, and I'm going to try and enjoy as much of it as I can. And I'm glad I made that decision. Glad I made it. I love metal music, but the music videos put me off. That's why I really like your guitar covers, says Neil Green. Just don't watch them then. I've never been like massively into music videos. There are some cool music videos out there, but for me, they're always a little bit secondary to the music. It always feels like the music comes first and not the video. There have been bands that have tried to make something much more of their videos, but never. I can't really off the top of my head think of any music videos that are particularly important or special in my mind, right? Other than just being cool or, you know, fun or whatever. Have you seen Scar's Volcano yet, says Sneaky the Ninja? I have indeed seen it. Eisenhead says System of a Down and metal, and Metallica got me into metal. For me, I was listening to Metallica and AC/DC a lot as a kid, and Limp Bizkit and Korn were on like MTV, so it was sort of just already there. It's kind of like one of the first things alongside hip hop that I got into. Sabaton got me into metal, says BG Kabaji. I've seen them live at Download Festival. They were pretty cool. I enjoyed watching them. This is America by Childish Gambino. I think is a really important to watch video too, says Sunshiny Solaris. That's a great example actually. There is a music video that has quite a lot in the video beyond the song actually. That's a great example because I would actually think the video of that had more an impact of me than the song did. Great example. Because as soon as I watched that video, because I caught it like as soon as it came out, because I like Childish Gambino and listened to some of his music, and I was just floored. I was just like, whoa, like that is something right there. There's a lot you can read into that. And do you know what I haven't done though? I haven't gone and looked at many. Maybe I did at first, watch a couple, but I don't really recall looking at any like theories or like meanings explained, because a lot of it felt kind of obvious what it's talking about. But then anything beyond that is just someone's interpretation, and everyone is going to have an opinion on how to interpret that song. Like it is quite wide open for discussion. I find that guy kind of childish, says Kurd Rowe. He's kind of childish. I find him kind of Gambino myself, you know. That's what I find him, jeez. He's a bit Gambino, you know what I mean? Why do you need cactus for, says Shadow Gaming? Great question. I need cactus for my new shop that isn't selling cactus dye. It's not selling cactus either. So, you know, scratch your heads. Scratch thy heads. I remember being handed Limp Bizkit's first EP at a Korn concert in the early 2000s. First EP, AD Bran. If it was the early 2000s, whoa! Limp Bizkit wouldn't have had an EP out. If you meant their demo, it would have been 1996, 95. I mean, like I'm like a hardcore nu metal fan. I've got everything you can get on Limp Bizkit and Korn. You know, you can't run these kind of things by me. What about glass panes? Still got some. Possibly need some more. This is going to be the last level we do, I reckon. Bam! There we go. That'll hopefully do this one. Hardened Clay Shop, says MM2PL. We are not going to sell anything associated with the use of cactus or cactus dye as well. So you ain't got a clue. Olive Cat says he's such a metal nerd. That is completely 100% true statement. I am the metal nerd. No, not the metal nerd. I bet there's some crazy knowledge person somewhere out there on the internet, but I pretty much love my metal. We got a noise in here from Browser V2 doing a donation saying, "Hi X, I finally got time to watch one of your streams. Every time I join it, you are ending." Peeps, on that note, thank you ever so much for watching. I just noticed what the time was. Thank you for the reminder, Browser. I will be streaming again on some other day, or is there some sort of... Oh, Jay, sorry, I did a little bit of a filthy troll there. Please forgive me for my filthy trolling. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Browser, thank you so much for the donation. I'll be streaming here for much longer. Don't you worry about it. Stick around. We won't be doing this the entire time. This is the last level we're going to do. And when I get to the bottom, I need to see a piece of cactus down there. I need to see it. I need to know that we're going to start to grow some cactus in this area. That's what I need to know. Got a few layers built already. Built off center. Not worried about it anymore. Was a little bit cheesed off when I first noticed that. Definitely a little bit cheesed off. Assumer is a troll confirmed, says Make It Rain. I'm a troll, am I? Yeah, I'm definitely a troll. I'm your friendly neighborhood troll. Okay? I don't troll to upset people. I don't troll to be mean. I troll to have fun. To have stupid, goofy fun that doesn't require any brain power of any sort. You know? Just some silliness. That's all I'm in for. Right. There we go. Is it all done? I believe it is. And am I trapped? Ugh. No, I'm not trapped. Wonderful. Cactus and water is now required. Let's get on that. I almost believe that, says Gun Cartoon. Gee, sorry. Sorry if I almost fooled you. The real The real Astropulse has subscribed. The real Astropulse. I figured out your name. I sussed it out eventually. Thank you so much for your subscription, Amazon Prime subscription. Thank you, appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Okay, there we go. That was me making a silly sound. Didn't I craft an additional 32? So 64 per floor, right? Is it really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9. So 9 times 5. 18, 27, 36, 45. Then we have, is it 5 each? So 50, 55, 60, 60. No, it's more like, I don't know. Now you got my mind ticking over. I'll do the math another time when I'm not streaming. You know. Alright, so there we go. We set up some cactus. Beautiful, amazing. Best cactus farm ever. Wonderful. It's kind of terrible looking. 15 pieces. That is good. That is good. I like that. Let's leave behind some cactus. Let's leave behind a project shulker box for the glass that we have accumulated. The materials that we are using to build this project as well. Okay, and then we'll start to pack all this other stuff away because we've got other things to do today, peeps. Peeps are doing other things today. Let's go grab some logs. Chuck that in there. Throw away the junk. Oh, inventory management in this game. It's so terrible. Actually, I've gotten into a really good habit with inventory management this season. It's been rather easy. So we got another noise in the ear. It's a donation here from Browser V2 saying pronounce my name like Bowser from the Mario, not browser like Chrome. I'm sorry, there is definitely no R in Bowser, and yet I say browser. You know, it's just what I do. I butcher names. There's a reason. There's an emote for that. Jeez. Mr. Bowser, I apologise for butchering thy name, and thank you again for the support and the donation. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. Okay, that is something else we're going to leave over here in our project box. A little bit of sand, just in case I come back here and I forget. Highly unlikely, because I got all of this stuff with me all of the time, I guess. So that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one is building blocks. I feel like I have extra things in here that shouldn't be in here. And I don't know what it is. Oh, I got extra sandbox in there, right. So yeah, I brought that one over here for this project, but I already had some. Makes sense. Let's chuck that in here. Yeah, and then I'm going to leave those... that's not the right spot. Okay, and we're ready to head out of here. And the server's been a little bit quiet. Cool. All good in the hood, homie. We're still raking in that kelp. Let's watch it go in. I was actually, I did a big harvest. I came over here, loads of it had grown, the machine wasn't running, I fixed it. And I watched all of the kelp go into the system, and absolutely loads of it plummeted its way around into the end and fell into the lava because there's so much of it coming through. It's pretty cool. One of the things I need to do is rebuild this a little bit here in a stream. I'm not going to do that today, but I must remember to do that job. Little Joe 27 is here, resubscribing for 5 months in a row, saying, "Hi X, what would you like to see introduced to Minecraft beside more slabs and stairs?" Just more of everything, really. More biomes, more redstone-y stuff. That, like, I feel like, you know, geez, just keep giving us more, because this game can handle more. Like, it's kind of like a game of unlimited possibilities, and you know, you could, in a way, put unlimited things into the game as well. Now, why is it sometimes I can fly like that, and other times no? Huh. I guess I'm probably not in fly mode then? Jeez, just let me launch a rocket. What mob should they add, says Cheddar Block? Something that we can farm in a unique way that we've never had to farm before. This is just not working out. Oh. No one can fly. You get your endgame equipment so quickly it's not really special, says Izaku-ku. I think you might be commenting on something there that I thought about recently with this game, is that every time they update it, they kind of make it easier and easier to get to the good stuff, which I'm actually pretty cool with, but I do feel like some more mid-game complexity could be interesting. No! And now I tried to eat food instead of flying. Hey X, did you know Meshuggah is originated from Hebrew or Yiddish? Something of Jewish origin that translates from crazy or something like that, says Trojan Dragon. Yes, I did. Well, it was one of the first things I learned about them. Is the origin of the name all those years ago. Minecon, they'll make a vote for a new biome. All three of those... no, they won't. It's not a new biome. They're going to update 3 biomes, right? But they'll let you choose which one they do first. Which makes no sense because they're all going to be in the same update. So it's like, what are you going to see first in the snapshot? I can't fly. This is absolutely horrendous. The lag is real. If only the HRM was completed, says Super Warrior. Yeah, times like now where you're streaming, that's when I think the HRN is going to get the most use. People are streaming. What is that? I need to fly now. I need to get up there and find out. No, still no fly. Still no fly. Fly into the water, then use a rocket, someone says. If that don't work, you might be wasting a lot of our time. Oh, okay, okay. Now let's find out what this is. Oh my goodness me, these rockets are goofed out. I'm somehow on. Somehow on. Right, string. What is this? Oh, it's like a up and fly away type thing. Oh man, that's cool. Is that permanent though? Because that's... I mean, that's like a big old chimney coming out of the ground. Kind of looks like you could enter it on the side here. No! Why did I stop? I need to fly! Come on, fly! No! Oh. Wait, wings! Wings! Do that again! Oh! Jeez, come on! Why did it close? Oh. That's something else that happens when it lags. They open and they close and they won't open again. The punishment is real. Okay, bam. Right, let's land over here. Gonna go work on this building a little bit. I should check my notes because there was definitely... Actually, no, I think we took care of a lot of the other stuff last time. Iskau is currently it, by the way. If Iskau logs in... Is Iskau it? Ah, this is where my other beacon is. I was wondering. I was wondering. Let's figure some stuff out. So I think about 14 rounds of tag have happened so far. So we have 6 covered right here. We could double for 12, triple for 18. Let's say we could quadruple for 24. We have 1, 4. Wait, we've already got this bit, so let's count it the other way. So we've got 4, 8, 12, and we want to do that times 3. So 36. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, instant mine actually makes it difficult. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's what you wanted. Is that 16? You wanted a counting stream. You're gonna get one. This is the worst counting ever. 3. Is there like a chunk border here? That'd be amazing. No. Well, kind of. So 1, 2, 3, and then the next one will be 19. Okay, so to there is 19, and then 35 will be the next one. So if we go one over the next, I don't have to count. Rejoice! Rejoice! You don't have to listen to me counting. What a gift! What a beautiful gift from Mojang. Okay, so I believe that is our 36 blocks. Right? And we can actually just leave this on and use that to help us... gravel falling on my head. To figure out where that goes to. You know? Pretty cool. Learn math with Mr. X, says Shahar. I mean, we didn't do much math. We did some basic addition at best, you know. Rest in peace. 12 is here, resubscribing for 7 months in a row. Mr. Rest in peace. Thank you ever so much for your support and your subscription. I hope you enjoy today's live stream. Let's go ahead and mine it up to that block. That one there. It's starting to get a little bit tricky now. So we're going to get rid of that. This. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's something like that. That's the shape. Excuse me, that's the shape we're going for. Now what we've got to do is mirror it on the opposite side. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. That's it. Yep, all done. Now to dig that another 35 times. Meow Knight is here, resubscribing for 5 months in a row. Meow Knight, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate the support, and I hope you're enjoying the live stream. Sonny says, why was your cursor fixed last stream, but now it's broken again? No idea. No idea. The mysteries of the cursor continue. The cursed cursor. That's what we'll call it. That is exactly what we will call it. There we are. Yellow says, I'm too lazy to look up but how did you get those yellow chunk lines? F3 and G is the key combination to get these. That is what it is. And now it gets dark and disorienting. Hey X, I watched your Hermitcraft episode yesterday. I love the build. It looks sort of like a fort, but the inside looks pretty naff. I was wondering if using strip log blocks or bricks would be a good texture for the inside. I thought that the inside would look good and seemed good in my mind, but when I built it, I was like, I'm not so sure. And then the comments, according to the comments, it was pretty good. Like, lots of people seemed to really like it. I didn't see much negativity towards it at all. So I was kind of like, all right, then if you like it, you know. But I would actually be probably more on your page. I didn't think it was the best. But I actually have plans to revise that entire area and make it totally underwater. And I think that will make it really interesting. And then have some underwater villages to trade with as well. That's the way we take it to the next level. I just joined, so what are you doing, says Jahal Man. We are digging out the space needed to... Oh, look, it needs to go a little bit higher. To make this area here. Let's just keep it all like that. Do a little jump. Yeah, let's bring it across like that right now. I can just get that shape in front of me. It makes it far easier to follow. Very good. So we do the top first. I might even start building the top before I dig away everything below. That sometimes has its benefits, you know. In fact, I think we'll give it a try. We'll try and do it that way and see how it works out. The current way to make a building look more interesting isn't to flood it and place a conduit near it. Oh, wait, sorry. Are you saying it is? I don't know. Hey, look, 1.13 gave us some new underwater building options, and now, you know, you can do something that wasn't really that great before in Minecraft, so it's no surprise people want to flood rooms at this point. You know, a year from now, no one will be doing it probably. It's just the latest Minecraft fad, jeez. Just you wait until they update those biomes. I bet your peeps are going to go start living in them. That's what'll happen. Major says instant mining never fails to satisfy. Exactly. Never fails whatsoever. It's wonderful. Oh, until you get gravel in your way. Then it becomes annoying. Get out of my way, gravel. There we are. It's just a fad, no biggie, says Side Goody. Indeed, no biggie. I mean, I don't think it'll be a fad. I think it's genuinely a cool way to build in the game. But after a while, you won't always be thinking underwater, right? It'll just become a bit more common to see it. I have an idea. I'll school the hermits beside Mumbo and all wear Mumbo heads and stalk him, but so that he can easily see you, says Bruno. That's the kind of thing we used to do to people in the plot world. All of the staff, and sometimes we'd be in like public channels, we used to just hang out doing, you know, redstone or whatever, and then it would be like, let's pick a random person, like wear their face and just bombard them while they're playing on the plot world server. So loads of people, maybe some are still watching, probably have memories of just all of a sudden myself and all the admins turning up on their plot, wearing their face, dancing around them. It was very strange. We were a strange old group having a lot of fun. Have you had an eye break yet? Oh no, Flaming Sword. Thank you for the reminder. Well, let's get a little advert on the screen. I was just speaking about play.asumervoid.com. You can head over to play.asumervoid.com, Minecraft 1.12, and join in the shenanigans on the plot world. You can claim a plot, and you can invite your friends to play on it as well. It's pretty cool. Free to play on. And we're also taking a moment to take an eye break. I'm looking away from the screen right now. You should do the same. You've got those bright little lights of your iPad or your phone or your screen shining in your eyes all day. And those doctors, they say every hour, take 5 minutes away. Now I'm streaming. I said to the doctor, but what about when I'm streaming, doctor? And he said, what's that? What is streaming? You're a weirdo. Let's get rid of that advert. Oh, jeez. Flipping around. Yeah, so that's me taking a little bit of time to rest thy eyes from thy screen. I'm also going to drink a little bit of water as well. And now we can get back into it, peeps. Lol, my eyes are broken, says Rest in Peace. And we have a false raid. Wait, are we being raided? Is that a false statement? Are we actually being raided? I think we are. False is raiding us. Oh, there it is in chat. False raid. Welcome, raiders, to the live stream. We were just taking our eye break where I encourage people to look away from the stream. Can you believe it? A streamer telling you not to watch. It's kind of crazy. But those doctors, they want you to take eye breaks. I'm trying to encourage a little bit of health, you know. So, yeah, well, False is obviously playing on Hermitcraft. Jeez, he just said raid in chat. So for the peeps who are tuning in, you're probably well aware of the Hermitcraft server. This down here is underneath the tag building, which I recently built. I've completely forgotten what I decided to put in this space. I think it was stone bricks. I think I'm going to put stone bricks up there, peeps. Yeah, we'll probably go with stone bricks. I think that'll look best. So yeah, we're underneath the tag building. We're just extending the hallway. We've got a hallway here where each round of tag, the person who is tagged gets to have a sign. And there's also a URL you can visit, right? Oh, has anyone used this yet? Hands up in chat if you've used this, by the way. I would really like to know if people have been using this or not. Let's go ahead and put some stuff in here. Yeah, I really want to know because this is like a really cool thing. Alright, quite a few people. Hands up in chat saying I have used it. Cool. Did you like it? Was it a good idea? You know? You can go, I think, all the way up to round 14 with it. Even though the URLs aren't here yet, you can still do them. Awesome. Well, quite a few people used it. That's fantastic. So, for each round of Twitch, of tag, there are videos to watch. There are streams to watch. If you go to 1A and 1B, it's the first round of tag and the 2 perspectives. Second round of tag, 2 perspectives. Sometimes there's only 1 perspective, so they both take you to the same place. So that's how that works. Sai Lover, jeez, I can't say your name properly. I probably butchered it, but you've subscribed, so thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy today's live stream. And again, thank you, False, for the raid. Welcome to all the False raiders. What was False up to? I know she was on here. Seems like peeps in chat really like this tag link thing. That's great. Tag.hermitcraft.com/ the number being the rounds and then A and B for the potential 2 perspectives. Let's what are we doing next? What did I say goes in the ceiling? Stone bricks, right? So let's make all the stone bricks we can. And we'll start with this. Jeez! I need to stand on something. Hunting pufferfish. All Earths have disappeared. Yeah, I heard about that. And someone left a sea lantern in the chest, which was a bit like, oh, so has someone been here and decided to pay with sea lanterns? It was a bit strange. There we go. Yeah, I feel like that's right because your eyes don't really go upwards, so you don't need an extra anything up there at all, I think. So I'm not going to overcomplicate that. We'll make that an easy part of the build. Considering it's kind of high up and potentially a pain in the bum, it's also a good idea to have it like this, I reckon. You need Twitch Prime to sub, says Bruce Boner. You can sub without Twitch Prime. It's a choice. The choice is yours. Let's grab slabs and stairs as well. Let's start... Oh, hang on. I haven't even put down my ender chest yet. Let's go grab our building block chests. There are 2 of them. And we want to grab things that are not in here, apparently. There we go. Some slabs as well. Right, well, guess we'll throw down this. Grab that. I've already got it. Nope. Oh, jeez, what have I done? Also, I can deposit not a lot in here. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, that should be... Wait, aren't we making... No, we're not making 24 sections. I don't know. Mouse is being funny in games, says Tastovis. I know, it keeps telling jokes. That silly mouse. Stop telling jokes, mouse. It's distracting, please. Cobblestone. Cobblestone is what I need. I've got lots of cobblestone. Alright, so we go 2, 3. Like that. Then we're going to place all cobblestone. Put a slab in the middle and stairs on either side. And then I think stone bricks as well. Yeah, stone bricks twice over. And 1, 2, 3. Do that again. I'm going to make like a marker down the side here. Oh, apparently I got lazy. I didn't finish the job. Must have been that eye break we took. Distracting me, getting in the way. Oh, terrible. You said you already pranked Mumbo in his video. I missed that part. Can anyone tell me what he did? Says what up is repeaters. Can anyone tell him what we did? I'm not sure if I could explain the prank that we did on Mumbo. I mean, kind of takes a lot of brain power to understand the level of prankage on Mumbo, you know? Hey X, have you had your tea reminder lately? I haven't, and there is some tea, and I bet it's cold. It's cold, it's done. Ugh. Ugh, it's yucky cold is what it is. Sonny says, hey X, loved the face cam last stream. Glad you enjoyed it, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Taking a break today, obviously. Obviously. I mean, because it's not on the screen, right? You know? Jaybreak sounds like a good new shop idea for Impulse. Oh, iBreak, not Jaybreak. Jaybreak sounds like a Korean pop group. Although J is for Japan, like J-pop. I'm thinking. I don't know. That's just what popped into my head. Let's do this. Oh, gee, there we go. We put like 50 pufferfish in his base. His gun cartoon. That's not all we did. You know, that's not all we did. We did some mental mind psychology as well. Some mind games. Plague says, this is hate speech, literally. Well, whatever I said, if that is a serious comment, whatever I said had no intent for such a thing. Been listening to Strapping Young Lad today. Pretty good in my opinion, says Big Strong. I approve. I approve greatly of the SYL and the Devin Townsend. If you're not aware that Strapping Young Lad is led by Devin Townsend, he has a bunch of solo records. They are amazing. Amazing musician. Well and truly worth checking out. He did a speech on a preach. On a peach. What? You have to read my other comment for the jokes, says Plague. Well, you know, I read one comment at a time, so that one's got past me, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. We were putting in markers, and this must have been as far as we got. Bam! I counted correctly. I counted correctly. That's good. That's good. So my phone has learned Trungle and now autocorrects other words to Trungle and makes me chuckle at unexpected times. Zombie Mike, that's great. Trungle in the jungle. Okay. Oh! J-pop, Japanese pop, question mark. Yeah, J-pop and K-pop are like a thing. It's pop music, but they put like a letter for the country in front of it to sort of signify that although it's pop music, it definitely has some influence from where it's from. I've been aware of like J-pop for absolutely ages because I think that's been a thing for a far longer time. But obviously K-pop's really been blowing up on YouTube lately. Like I think it got to that threshold where it started to overtake a lot of Western music in terms of viewership and people listening to it, and then the Western audience actually kind of like really liked it. Bexy says K-pop is pretty cool, to be honest. Not usually my style of music, but some it's gone. I took the time to check some of it out. My feelings were that it's still pop music and it still falls into that hazard of being a little bit disposable. But what I really like the music videos and like the fashion. I'm not really like, if anything, fashion kind of confuses me. Like all of the color and like the posturing of body language and stuff. Like I find it like a little bit confusing, but it's also really interesting. And yeah, I kind of like that aspect of that sort of music. Like the music videos are really entertaining, but a lot of the music is kind of a little bit forgettable, if not exciting, when you're listening to it. Big Stonk says, not a big fan of J-pop / K-pop, but I'm big into baby metal. Baby metal are awesome, but you know, like what they've done there is they've taken some of the elements of the pop sound and fused it with metal, which is cool. Spangleboo says, I love K-pop, and I think it gets forgotten that a lot of artists write the songs and music themselves. And that's interesting because from what I've seen, K-pop, or what I've learned about it, K-pop is very much like J-pop in the sense it's pretty much a big industry of songwriters behind the scenes and plucking people out that they think can be the part. I mean, one thing you can always, like, you can't fake if you're a performer unless you're gonna, like, you know, lip sync, is singing and dancing, and that stuff's crazy impressive. But the stuff that I've seen, because I watched a few documentaries about it, that's what I do. Like when I find something I'm interested in, I go and watch documentaries about it. And according to the documentaries I watched, K-pop is like J-pop, very, very, you know, like it basically it started here in the 90s with boy bands and girl bands like Backstreet Boys and Spice Girls. Like that really kick-started this whole, you don't need to be a musician if you can sing and dance. And sometimes you don't even have to sing well, but if you can do the dancing and the performing bit, they'll take care of everything else and they'll turn it into a package. And K-pop and J-pop is like that on steroids, is what I've understood. Spangleby says, even the groups that have been handpicked and trained write the songs and music themselves. Well, again, I can't say much more to it other than I've heard something really different. I would quite honestly be a bit surprised if that was the case, just because, I mean, like, the amount of... Here's the thing, right? Like, pop music isn't, like, easy to do as a musician. Like, it might sound as a listener a bit generic and broad, but it's all like got its music theory behind it. It's all intelligently constructed and exploiting the best known tricks and traits of making music likable. Like these young kids that dance and gyrate and you know, they sing and they do the performance. That's the thing that they do. I find it really difficult to believe that they would also be capable of writing music at that level, because a lot of it is steeped in, like I said, the exploitable side of music theory, which is not something you learn quickly, really. Merkar says 4-chord song. Yeah, it's quite easy to think simplicity is what I'm talking about. There's still choices to be made in simplicity. There's a lot of notes, octaves and aspects to music, and some of the best pop songs have got a lot of theory behind them, right? That doesn't mean complexity. Rest in peace says, lol, there goes Grandpa X again, these young kids and their gyration. It's just like I heard about, I can't remember where I heard that, about talking about like pop music and stuff, and it just cracks me up. So yeah, again, I'm not saying you're wrong, Spangle. It's just I've heard very much the opposite, and all signs would sort of, in my mind, confirm that it's like an industry on steroids. Very much like I said, Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, that stuff. Like Lady Gaga, says Bonesaw. Lady Gaga writes a fair bit of her music, as far as I understand. I quite like her as well, actually. She's got a really good voice. I think her voice sounds great with metal. See, the thing is, like, I like the pop songs, you know, Paparazzi, all of that. I kind of like them, but I've heard people, because like her vocal tracks are available, and I've heard people remix them to metal guitars. And I'm just like, that is a great combination. So much so that I don't really ever listen to the originals. I just listen to the metal covers, which you can find on YouTube. They're really cool. There's a really good Degent one of Paparazzi that I love. It's awesome. Spangleboo says, well, my favourite group is Shine, and they do a lot of writing. The rappers write their own raps in most groups. Yeah, you could be so. I don't know. What I saw and learned led me to go in the other direction. Right, so what are we going to place next in this build? Maybe we should just continue with the stone bricks and stairs. That seems like a hard to get wrong kind of phase of this, right? That's all we've got to do is extend that by 1 block and put in the stairs. Seems alright. The term is manufactured, says Hey Bailey. Yeah, manufacturing. Manufactured bands. That is the term that I've heard used. Manufactured music. I mean, technically there's nothing wrong with doing that, right? It's just some people think it's a bit dishonest, or it's like too businessy. I definitely fall into that category. Like, if I'm aware that what I'm listening to was, like, you know, probably... like, I'm probably like a target audience, although I'm not for pop music, but you know what I mean. If I'm aware that, like, hey, this song was trying to reach a demographic more than it was someone's inspiration, like that doesn't work for me. Not a fan. Right. That's more than enough, I think. Hope. For everyone asking what X is doing, he's expanding the tag building, says Sonny. He's playing Minecraft. Leave him alone. I'm streaming, isn't it obvious? No, I won't do that. Do you think you'll ever hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, says William? If Hermitcraft keeps going the way it has been and it lasts a few more seasons, I think it's quite possible. I mean, until the beginning of this season, I really didn't think I might, but now that we're like 3/4 of the way, I'm like, well, if it keeps going, it will eventually tick up to that number, and I'd love to hit it. I've talked before about how like the numbers ain't really what make this great. It's the day-to-day experience. Do you enjoy doing this? Like, what is the lifestyle of it? And all of that's great, so I'm happy to keep doing it. If the number ticks over to 1 million, that's great, but it's like it's not really the thing to think or aim at, right? It's not really the big deal, so to speak. The big deal is that you get to do this every day. You will hit it, says Miles Away. I like your confidence. You will hit it. Just simple statement. You will hit it. I mean, I know I've got the work ethic to keep going. That's for sure. It's just a case of, like, if the Minecraft thing holds out. If it doesn't, maybe I find something else that's a hit on YouTube to do. But, you know, if it never happens, that's fine by me. It's been a wonderful journey. Can we donate to upgrade your Hermitcraft server to something less laggy, says I am Predin. I mean, the internet is a place of connectivity, and not all the connectivity works that great all of the time. So it is what it is as of right now. There we go. Which hermit has the most subscribers, says Parallel 6. I believe that's Korean, just in front of Mumbo. Oh, it kind of occurred to me the other day that they had overtaken EFO. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Spangleboo says you could take up daily vlogging and prank wars. Giggles. Daily vlogging? What, just wearing a mask? Just wearing a mask. Hermitcraft has 2 players online, says Azezi. Yeah, quite a few people are logged out in the last X amount of time, or however long it's been. Right, I need some more of that smoothie stony, don't I? What are we making here? I think actually I just needed some for those things. Right. Pretty good flow of work we've got going on here. Don't forget the diss track, says Iliad. Diss track? What's this diss track I'm hearing about? Whoa, there goes my voice. Alvir says, I think the issue is more how far apart the hermits are. Kind of hard to find a good server that works for both US and Europe. Exactly. Exactly. Like, location is key as well. I don't know if Minecraft could be implemented in this way, but it might be possible for, like, well, if the game was recoded, but for perhaps it to have multiple locations that are synced. I don't know if any games run like that. I don't know, it sounds like something that might be plausible. Could also be total nonsense, who knows. Right, let's do this bit next. So we're going to go free like that, and then all of this comes out. All of that comes out. That's kind of like a good technique, I think. Just got to double check that it's free each time. I like this song, by the way. I like this album a lot. We got a noise in the ear. Donation here from Lee Chickapaw. Lee Chickapaw says, I should go eat something. I'm hungry. Well, Lee Chickapaw, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that support. I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you're hungry, go and eat. I'll tell you what, my friend, I am starving. I'm starving Marvin right now. But I've eaten all the food I can eat for today. Like, man, I talk about eating and health and diet and stuff all the time. But I'm on like this intermittent fasting thing, and I'm kind of just getting used to being hungry but being in control. Right? Like, even though I spend now a lot of time thinking, oh, I could just absolutely gobble something down, right? I'm still like really determined to keep on top of it. I don't know how long that will last. I feel like with health choices and you know, stuff like that, exercise, it's kind of not quite like being inspired, right? It's not like you need this whiff of oh, I'm so inspired to eat or run now. It's like it's just a thing that you do, so it doesn't feel like there's a burnout around the corner. It doesn't feel like that at all. It just feels like I'm trying to get used to this, and it gets a little bit more bearable, and it's like it's good. You've got to change your relationship with food so that it's healthier, so you're not gouging on stuff and giving in to like hunger cravings, because hunger cravings don't necessarily mean you need food and energy. It means, hey, your diet's full of sugar sometimes. What's your internet download speed, X, in megabytes, says Sonny. I think it's 20 down and 300 up or something like that. Oh no, the other way around. Like, I think it's 300 megabytes down and 20 up. It's pretty alright. I think I can download like a gigabyte in just under a minute if I get a proper connection to somewhere, which shows at like 25 megabytes per second, because you know how those things work, the numbers and stuff with the companies. At the moment, I am one step further than intermittent fasting. I'm doing 1 meal a day at the moment, says Jolkip. Wow, that's crazy. I could see how that could work, though. Is it a big meal? That's what I wonder. That's what I wonder. Right, I've got to do the same thing on the other side now. Megabit. Yeah, not megabyte. Oh, yeah, someone explained that to me just the other day, I think. That the difference is megabits and megabytes. And they can be a bit confusing. But obviously they're going to pick the one that sounds better, right? And that's what they do. Oh, what happened there? But yeah, food is so weird because, like, in order for me to be able to, like, in a normal day, like, keep on top of my diet in this way, I feel like I have to know there is a treat coming up. And then when I have the treat, like, I don't always enjoy it as much anymore. It's just so strange. Okay, am I doing this right or wrong? I think I've done it right all the way down. No, in the right place. Excellent. We just dug. I think we dug out more than we were supposed to over here. That's what happened. Rest in peace. Says my dad's friend says he lives on $1 of food a day. He buys a bulk bag of rice, beans, and dried veggies at the beginning of each month and makes meals throughout the month. That's interesting because supposedly a good part of healthy eating is eating fresh food. And buying a bulk bag of, like, dried veggies and having a lot of, like a small amount of foods, like just rice, beans and vegetables, that don't sound... I don't know, that's interesting. Like, so there's this theory, right? Well, it's not a theory, it's a principle, and it makes sense. Okay? I brought... Oh, I'm behind on my noises in here. I see your message in chat. I'll get to you real soon. Real soon. Just let's finish this little thought. Like, I brought an expensive chair to sit on. Not because I wanted some flashy looking fancy chair, but because I wanted something ergonomically sound for the health of my body. I did the same thing with the beds that you sleep in for 8 hours every night. Like, there are some things where you just tend to, like, for whatever reason, just disregard the value of them. Food can easily be one of those things. Like, it can be quite easy to just eat stuff that, you know, clearly ain't healthy for you. And you are what you eat. So, like, this idea of managing to get what you eat down to $1 a day reminds me of, like, why would you spend a lot of money on a chair that you sit in every day? Why would you spend a lot of money on a bed that you sleep in for ages every day? Because good quality, basically. You want good quality sleep. You want good quality seat to be in all day. That's, you know, Herman Miller says, Knasau. Yes, I got a Herman Miller Aeron chair. Like, that's what you want. Like, you know, it makes sense, right? And to take that gamble on food, that sounds a bit kind of crazy. So I don't know. Like, I haven't really heard of, like, eating like that before. I guess it's certainly possible, and the body can certainly cope with bad food. That is for sure. I mean, a lot of people eat McDonald's, right? McDonald's is terrible. It's poison. But a lot of people can get away with eating it. Let's go through these noises in the ear, because I missed some resubs. I'm terrible, I know. Gaza384 is subscribed with Amazon Prime. Gaza, thank you for subscribing. We have K Den resubscribing for 4 months in a row, saying, "Hey there, XE Zoom ahoy. I heard you got some competition with your kelp farm." Yeah, so Cub and Mumbo have both built kelp farms, and I think we all know who has won the kelp farm race on this server. There ain't no question in the competition. I mean, I'm pumping out serious amounts of kelp from that farm. That is pretty much the best design you can make for a kelp farm, the one that we have on the server. The only thing I can do is really expand it. So if I built another tank next to the one I've got, then we'd double the amount coming out of it. But yeah, like, I don't know if Mumbo's seen the other kelp farm design, but I think once you've seen the design we're using, you probably ain't going to build the one with all the observers and dispensers and all of that stuff. There's also a bug that exists in the game that I'm waiting for them to fix, and when they fix it, it will make kelp farming unbelievably amazing. But I have to wait until they fix this bug, and then I'll show you the farm, and you'll be like, wow, that is amazing. So yeah, got to be patient. Right, let's go build these little pillars. Let's take... Yep, we need those, but we've got to make more of them then, I guess. Like that. Bam. Alright, let's go build this up. Right, so now we're up to Maelstrom, who has subscribed, and then we have Dapsy, who has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Dapsy, thank you for subscribing. I'm so sorry it took me a little bit of time to get round to your donation. Alan E.B., I'm going to reply to your message in a moment. Dapsy is here for donation saying, what are you building? We're building this hallway at the bottom of the... I should turn off that now. At the bottom of the tag building, which we're inside of, we're extending the hallway of hermits for all the tag order and the signs and the little statues. That's what we're doing right now. It's looking pretty good so far, isn't it? So Dapsy, thank you for your support and your donation. I apologise for how long it took to get around to you. Alan E.B. says, I like good chairs, but I don't like paying hundreds of dollars on one. I mean, I am 16, but I can't really imagine paying $500 on a chair. Let me put it like this for you, right? If you spend 30 minutes to an hour a day on a chair, yeah, doesn't make that much sense to spend that kind of money on a chair, right? But when you spend all day sitting in a chair, when you're 16, what you probably won't experience is your body giving you groans and pains. When you were 16, you were immortal, okay? You can do everything. And, you know, your body just puts up with it. Like, if I like, crouch, you know, on my legs for a while, or, like, if I sit in an awkward way with, like, I don't know, like cross-legged but not properly. Damn it, I can't really describe what I'm trying to say. But, like, you feel it in your body and you're like, whoa. And, like, when you're 16, never felt anything like that. You could sit in all kinds of awkward positions, whatever, you're fine. Like, you're immortal. So, like, the idea is that if you sit in a rubbish chair for hours on end that isn't ergonomically sound, it takes a toll on your body. When you're that age, you're probably not going to feel it. But when you get a bit older, when you get into your 20s, you might start to feel it. You might start to understand things that you do that you start to feel in your back or whatever. You know, it's part of getting old. It is what it is. But then it starts to make sense. It's like, well, hang on a second. Like, do I want to live my life with a bad back, or do I want to invest some money into this thing that I have to sit into all day that will give me a bad back unless I replace it with something different? And that's what I learned, because when before I started doing YouTube, I didn't like spend the whole day at the computer, you know, like. But when I started doing YouTube, I was at it for hours on end, and then it started to take a toll on my body. I could feel it, and I kind of realised after a while, you know, this ain't good. So I started to learn about ergonomics. I started taking more interest in stretching and exercising and finding ways to make sure my back was going to be alright. And eventually I kind of got to the point where it was like, yeah, I need to like invest in a proper ergonomically sound chair. This seems to be the correct device. And I did it, and oh my god, one of the best decisions ever to invest in a chair, and definitely a bed. The bed is the one, like, you know, everyone has to get at least 7 hours of sleep. If you're not getting 7 hours of sleep, your body undoubtedly shows signs of mental and physical fatigue, no matter what. Like, sleep is essential. Sleep is crucial. And so, yeah, investing in, like, a bed is investing in a third of your life. So what do you want to sleep on? You know, a couch? Wake up with a bad back, or have a proper mattress? That's kind of the logic of it all, you know? Man, like, if there's going to be any more rounds of this game, we might run out of space in this hallway at some point. Now says, a good ergonomic chair can make a huge difference. I have experience in sitting in 2 different chairs for over 8 hours a day as a programmer. Well, I'll tell you what, you can sit in a Homer Miller chair for, you know, 10 hours straight and not feel it. It's incredible. It's really good. I mean, you won't feel like the sitting pains. You might feel a bit, as you like, sluggish as you do when you haven't done any cardio for a while. You might feel a bit of that, but let's get some. Oh, we never put those ones in when I was doing the pillars. Let's put those in. Let's get some light on this side now. That's what I think we need next. We got some bits here. A cheer from James74086 saying, this should be easy. How many bytes is 640 bits? Uh-oh. I'm going to get caught out here because... Oh my god, like... How many... Well, isn't a byte 1024 and a bit is 100,024? Yeah, I think that's what a byte and a bit is actually, now that I think about it. But that would make 640 bits a fraction of a byte. So would it be 0 bytes or 1 byte? I think it would be 1 byte. Oh, apparently 1 byte equals 8 bits. Right, got ya. So if I imagine 64 as a stack of items and I split it into 8, we actually get 8, right? So would it be 80 bits? No, 80 bytes? No, wait, what? How many bytes? Wait, I'm now really confused. 1 byte equals 8 bits. So it's 640 times 8. I don't know. I give up. I just managed to confuse myself. Well done. Thanks so much for the bits. Or the bytes. You know, I'm not sure which one it is at this point in time. Jeez, what a fool. You're right, says Rest in Peace. At which point was I right? Because I said many things and came up with many answers. Apparently it's 64 bits. Okay. So how many bytes is 640 bits? How can it be 64 bits? So people in chat... Oh, the people in chat who are calling me a derp. 64 bits equals 8 bytes. But it said how many bytes is 640 bits? So it'd be 80 bytes. I don't. I give up. I give up. But one thing you shouldn't do is call me a derp. I'm not a derp, okay? I'm just ignorant. I'm just ignorant to the math. Am I actually supposed... I don't think I'm supposed to destroy that bottom bit there. "80 bytes, says Anton. People are changing their answers now, aren't they? They're changing their answers. That's what they're doing. They're changing those answers, sneaky devils. Right, what did I say I'd do next? I think I'm going to grab those. We're going to make a few more of them. And then we shall... Let's see. Lights. I'm going to run out of these. Which means I need to go to the end again, which I don't want to do. I've had enough of adventures in the end. Wow, we are really low on those. So that means I need some blaze rods, which I don't think anyone is farming or selling. And purpose. It's not the craziest thing to make loads of these. But it is a thing that we need now. And we got about that far. Well, there you go. And where are those other blocks that we were using? There they are. Or just grab them when you're in the end, maybe, says Kojuro. Well, that's where I got them from, right? And I did say I didn't want to go back to the end. I was not in the mood for doing another bunch of end raids. It was really fun in the beginning when you don't have a lot of gear. But once you're used to having lots of gear, you know you're kind of not really going there for too much. And so it becomes a little bit dull, I guess. We got a noise in the ear. We got cheers and bits from none other than Pony Butts, saying party music festival in a week. Pogers, Trivium and Avatar in 3 weeks, even more. Pogers. Pony Butts, thank you for the bits and the cheer. I appreciate it as always. I know you're going to have a great time at the festival. You don't need me to tell you that. You're going to see Ice Cube. Jeez. Get excited about the Cube. You know? Ice Cube's a legend. Some of the best music, those first records of his. And of course of NWA. Can't forget about NWA. Ponybot says, oh my god, the way an Asuma pronounces Poogers. What is wrong with an A that I announced the Poogers? Alright? I think there is nothing wrong with it. I think you're a pronunciationist, Pony. You know, picking on me for not saying words correctly. Leave me alone. Leave poor old Asuma alone. I'm just trying to play Minecraft, you know. And listen to some chill music at the same time, of course. Did we run out of something here? No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is the place to be. There we go. And that is that with the end rods. So the rest of this will be half lit. I'm going to put a torch where the end rod would be. Oh, that is super stingy. Oh right, we run out of stairs as well. You see, I waffle so much, I forget of the things we need to make. So we need stairs and torches. I think I have the torches already. Ingenious solution. Eva HC has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Eva HC, thank you so much for your resubscription. I appreciate the support, and I hope that you enjoy the live stream here on twitch.tv/Asuma. I am making some stairs. I was trying to remember. What I need to make. So stairs. Now we need slabs, slabby jabs, and a site. That is what is next. Oops. I'm gonna. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna pick up this. Okay. Fill it in with some junky blocks. You could feed a villager with all the waffling you do, says rest in peace. Jeez, that sounds like an insult. With all the waffling that I do. Just a waffle machine, ain't I? Sweet. We're getting there, peeps. 1 brick at a time. Just another brick in the wall. And we're out. Oh my god, the cursor is off again. Slobs, please, says Ponybutts. Pony, thank you for being the first person to identify that the problem is slobs. I don't know how many times I've said it's out of my control, it ain't me. And everyone calls me a derp. I was getting sick of it, to be honest. It's clearly just some sort of bug with the program I'm using. Yet somehow, everything revolves around me being a derp. It seems to be my fate in life. I mean, we did do a colossal derp earlier in the stream. I didn't want to call it a derp at the time, you know. It was kind of embarrassing. It was kind of stupid, but you know, it is what it is. Who's on the server, says KGM? It's Mr. Ren Diggity Dog and myself at the moment. You forgot a stair. Did I forget a stair somewhere? I don't think I did. Apparently I forgot a stair. I don't see where that is. Let's do this side now. There we go. Bam! Got to make sure I do it properly. Lol, that was the best imitation, says Monster. Glad you enjoyed it. I can't even remember what it was. Don't worry, X. I clipped your massive derp from earlier, says Bangaboo. Well, why do I stream these things, eh? Why do I stream? People just turn them into eternal records of my stupidity. Man, this music is so soothing and grooving, you know. It's so chill, and word that rhymes with chill. Oh, mistake. Boo boo, derp, Not really. Just a misplaced block. Jeez. Ah, did it again. I am Predon is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. I am Predon. Thank you for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the live stream here on twitch.tv/Asuma, where we are working on the bottom of the tag building, making it look pretty. It looks pretty good if you ask me. But then again, I might be biased. I might have had something to do with the construction of this area. So how many more of these are we going to need? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. Middle click! This is Sonny. The old middle click. I will never learn, you know that. Well, I had this in my inventory the whole time. Oh, and I already had some more as well. Tag building is amazing, says William. I'm glad you think so. Put a lot of time and effort into this. Alright, and there you go. That is the hallway extended. Assumer, do you read this? Says Why Bockers. Why Bockers, I do not read the message that you just put in the Twitch chat. I did not read it, okay? I just psychically understood the message which you tried to convey to me through a Twitch chat. Why did you try to use such simple, primitive methods of communication when we can use our minds to communicate to each other, people? We can use our minds. Let's, yeah, I mean, junk chest, right? That's where everything else goes now, just in the junk chest. So I've got my lighting, bones are sorted out. Yeah, all this stuff gets to go back in the ender chest. Get in there, you scamps. Right. One for the backpack. And we get to pick all of this back up. Now I really do need some blaze rods. Because I need more vendors. Did you see Jassassin kept your pufferfish as a pet, says Monster Duck. Yes, I did, I did. I literally went over to his base, and then as I was flying away from it, I mean literally just took off of the ground, he logged in, and I was like, whoa, that was good timing. Fortunate timing. Zero Sug, I probably butchered your name, has subscribed with the Prime. Thank you for subscribing, Zero Sug. I appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying today's live stream. Noriu is here throwing bits at me, doing cheers, saying cheer to cheer, cheer to cheer, cheer, cheer. Don't worry, X, we love you, derps and all. PS, the tag building is one of the best builds ever. Big heart. Oh, I'm glad you think so. That's amazing. Well, I appreciate that ever so much. Let's hop in right here. I don't think there is a single shop that sells blaze rods. That new one doesn't. Maybe no. Wait, TFC shop won't, because TFC's been asking for the blaze rods. I mean, I've got a couple of blaze rods lying around, but I don't want to use them for that. I think we might be out of luck here. No, I don't think anyone sells blaze rods. Noriu, thank you for the lovely message and the bits. I appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Cam Cowan is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Cam Cowan, thank you for your Amazon Prime subscription. I hope you enjoy the stream today and have a good time hanging out with us. Okay, we've got zombies in the area. Yeah, there really isn't. I know what pretty much most of the shops sell. This one sells an attempt on your life from Captain Efo. Shahar says, may I ask what the Scar Tree does? Does he sell something? This is a terraforming shop. It's going to be selling terraforming. Pythons. Oh, peeps are saying Python. Right, okay, okay. Let's go check Pythons then. So Python will be closer to... Oh wait, no. That one. That one over here. Now everyone's typing Python in capital letters. All it takes is one person to say Python and a fire has been lit. Fire has been lit. So Python has two shops. Pretty sure blaze rods won't be in this one down here, right? Yeah. I mean, blaze rods aren't flowers. It doesn't make much sense. But this one here, is this the shop we're thinking of? Because it's just an End City shop. Why would it sell... So it sells that. Just shulker boxes. Whoa. Jeez, that's a way to make diamonds, isn't it? I don't think he had any. All these people saying Python in chat, typing with capital letters, they don't even know. They just shouting it anyway. Pfon says 49 6 Taurus. Okay, Pfon, jeez. Whatever you say, buddy. Right, peeps, I think that's where we're going to be wrapping this live stream up. As you know, the deal is at the end of the live stream, we like to do a raid. So I'll pick out a channel for us to raid. Massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I'm appreciating your support. And we're going to be raiding Mr. Hypnotized today. He's doing some modern skyblocks. I'm going to send you over there. Thank you, everyone, peeps. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.